is about to begin.
Christ, wait, Christ, share it far away.
The Daly Fix is about to begin.
Christ, wait, Christ, share it far away.
The Daly Fix is about to begin.
Christ, wait, Christ, share it far away.
The Daly Fix is about to begin.
Christ, wait, Christ, share it far away.
The Daly Fix makes my image even worse than it is. And I'm already the biggest freak on earth. And you know it.
K Daly rocks! Make America Daly Fix again! Trump Daly!
John, what exactly got you to consider becoming a Republican?
Well, the Daly Fix podcast, of course, it's a no-brainer.
D-A-L-Y to the F-I-X. Party in the mix. 2026. Get the rhythm. You can't resist the show. Everybody knows this is the Daly Fix.
It's the Daly Fix podcast, the most entertaining and most informative, truthful conservative streaming podcast in America. Post it, quote post it, share it out far and wide before we start the show. On air every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Everyone's down with Drax and DCK.
DC, I'm hooked on phonics.
K Daly with 40 years in the political arena, joined by Drax.
We're entering the Strait of Hormuz.
I am Doc Schwab. And the real story behind the headlines. No spin, no scripts, just real talk on DC politics. And what matters to America first, patriots. Standing strong with President Trump and fighters like Ken Paxton. We're here to cut through the noise and deliver the truth. D-A-L-Y to the F-I-X. Party in the mix. 2026. Get the rhythm. You can't resist the show. Everybody knows this is the Daly Fix. I don't love or fake news. I just want my daily.
The other shows ain't got nothing on Drax and K Daly. Not even close.
From the DC trenches, 40 years in the fight. K Daly battled the swamp, brought truth to the light. Hollywood in turn turned DC warrior queen. Now fixing the narrative on the live stream with Drax by her side. Satire sharp as steel, unfiltered, no scripts. This is how we
Static in the wire, power in the vein. Plugging in the jack just to numb the brain. 0, 1, 0, yeah, the sequence is right. We're hunting for the signal in the dead of the night. The skyline's glowing like a circuit board. I'm a data stream junkie looking for the chord.
8 o'clock on the East Coast, 5 o'clock where Soviet rodents tearing them up out there with hammer and sickle out on Main Street out on the West Coast. That's right. It's time to get your news served up straight. With me and DCK, of course, it's 8. K, we survived the weekend all the way, man. It's back on Monday like no other, but look who you brought with us. Not only are they grateful to see you, but look at that. Little Winston has finally joined us.
Well, we don't know what his name is yet, do we?
Look
No,
at that.
we don't.
Winston? You guys tell me, is that not a Winston?
I don't know. It could be a Winston, could be a Walter. You guys help me and my family name this puppy pup.
Yeah, you got Drax's name, Winston. We need a poll out there. We need a few names.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I think Uncle Drax is right.
We don't want to name it Algonquin, you know.
He's like a little Ewok.
Yeah, he does look like a little Ewok, but you got him showing. You got the little bow tie on. You got the whole.
Oh, yes, he's got a little bow tie.
All right,
Come on, show your outfit off. Come on, be a
so
star.
Winston's ready to go. Winston's all set and ready to go. Damn, he got adopted in by the right people. Wow. Well, he looks happy, Kay. Looks like a gizmo. That could be that name on the word gizmo. That might. You guys make sure you guys tell us tonight what you want Kay to name the dog. I go with Winston. I think he looks like a Winston, a little Winston Churchill. That's all I'm going to say. Lisa's in the house. Jeff's in the house. I think Bodie's out there somewhere. The useful tool himself, Phantom of the MAGA man who does those kick-ass graphics. He's hanging out. Patriot, Nola, it's great to see you, and all the rest of you that came in. There's Move to Buford. Don't want to leave you out. You guys know the routine, right? We need all the love we can. You got to share it out far and wide to your friends, your team rooms, your enemies. Yep, they're out there. Let's see if they change their mind. Quote it out, and I promise you we'll tiptoe through the tulips. Me and Kay will walk hand in hand. We'll even leash Winston with us as we go backwards through the darkness, and we repost your quote post. Drive them up the top of the timeline, at least whatever timeline Nikita left you out there on next. Blast them all the way out where to? That's right, over to Iran. We'll see if our friends in the sand want to lend us a hand. If there's anything left in all their land tonight here on the Daily Fix. Today's episode is always brought to you by the team over at Community Notes, wishing you a fantastic Monday. Keep your Nexus timeline safe for a better tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's out of the way. Wow. We got Winston in the house. Everybody's still joining in. For all you not joined in, we're going to type in the feed tonight. Tell us what you think we should name Kay's dog.
Yes.
Winston's at top of the charts. Algonquin, Gizmo, Spoiled.
Oh, there's all kinds of names that people have mentioned. Max.
Max.
Let's see, Rocky.
Rocky's a good one. Rest in peace, my dog. You can name him after my old.
You know, there's all kinds of names. Walter.
Well, hell with that, Winston.
Did you just perk up?
Yeah. But did you perk up for Walter?
What do you think? Or did you perk up because a cat went by?
That's what he perked up for. Okay, you're surprised we don't have time to be here. You're supposed to be acclimating him with the cats. They're probably going to beat up Gizmo. Look out! They probably run into him and say, "It's just a big rat."
It's male, Nola. He's a boy. He's a little boy. Little boy.
All right, you guys, make sure you still type it in there. What we're going to name this dog tonight, because I want to hear about it. All right, man. Let's take a look at this first clip of the President of the United States, Donald Trump.
Okay, that's a good one. So I wouldn't want a bad one on this topic. Some are good. You know, we rate them from 6 to 10. 6 is usually when I'm standing up holding it. You can't do a very good one, but that's a 10. So you deserve it.
All right, I'm happy. He's happy. He signed it right. You got a 10 out of 10 on that one. That was a bill for the vets, the families, the direct families of the White House.
Military families can now contact the White House directly on issues of childcare, unemployment, housing, healthcare, education, and the toll of deployments.
Toll of deployment, right?
Yeah.
That's the toll on the family while they're deployed away.
Exactly. Exactly. Because it is a lot, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Winston thinks so too. He thinks it's a lot, and he's glad that there's a phone you're going to call. Is that what you're going to do?
Winston loves it. He even loves it. That's when he perked up right there. He said Winston.
Exactly.
He already
Winston, what do you think?
Nobody's bashing against it. His name is Walter now. No, it's going to be Winston. We got to have a Winston.
Well, we have to have a family vote after you guys decide on a couple of really good choices.
I bet you 10 to 1 it's going to end up being Winston.
What do you think?
10 to 1.
What do you think?
Look at that poor thing. He's scared to death of those cats. They got to acclimate. Make sure they're declawed. All right, rock and roll. Check this out.
Right around the corner.
Oh my God.
We won't do that again.
Chiefs gone wild until their dinner.
Imagine something hitting you in the back like that.
That's that would hurt. Like a lot.
Goodness. It
That's
would.
yeah.
So we got everything going on in Michigan tomorrow. Big voting day.
Yes, it is. Are you going to go vote?
Of course I'm going to go vote.
Okay. Well,
Here, Rogers, who's
yep.
beating what is
Mike Rogers on the Republican side,
Saeed.
and on the Democratic side, it's Dr. Al Saeed versus this chick, Haley something.
Yeah, Rogers is up 10 points.
Yeah, pretty easily because Al Saeed is big time DSA. Yeah, and no, it's no wonder. It's no wonder, Drax. But this is a big race because people are really watching Michigan for a number of reasons. Well, see, now is that Kelsey?
That would be Michigan's Democrat Senate primary.
I know, but is that a betting site?
I believe this is a betting site.
Okay. Betting sites aren't necessarily dispositive, but they do have, they do have sort of a pulse on, at least on energy wise, who's the most energetic in a race, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a real scientific poll.
Yeah. Well, we got to get some red in here because there are people, even today, I was talking to Bodie out in Seattle. She said, Jesus, you guys got a problem in Dearborn. And we going to show that big old new mosque they built down there. They are marching in the streets down there still, So
I believe it. I believe it.
And it is only, I think it's about 35 minutes from here. I could be there in about 35-minute drive.
I believe it.
It was like 47,000 of them guys.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
A lot of them. And it's, that's the Dearborn problem. But will they turn out from someone who is basically denying Islam in some ways to try and get the votes?
Which is crazy. But they probably still will. They always got a hidden agenda. Always a hidden agenda. Speaking of hidden agendas, man, they're doing the dance, the fix from coast to coast, but my relatives down south are doing the fix too. Sent in by my cousins.
Are they?
Midnight circus home. Party in the mix. Turn it on live. Daly Fix. On the rhythm. Can't resist the play. Just one more. Daly Fix.
The Pendergrasses are always tearing it up in West Virginia. Now they're doing the fix down there as well.
No, that's not good.
Is on a Friday night.
That's not good. No.
That's what too much moonshine being raised in the mountains will do to you. But hey,
it's what intermarrying will do to you. When your family tree doesn't fork, it's a problem.
Well, we're wishing them well down there, okay? We're wishing them well.
Always.
Moving on through, guys. Dr. Fauci, I found a clip. I know we're kind of moving away from this because he went in there, he pleaded his fifth. We got to wait to see what's going to happen next. But this guy here, he is crooked. People are, a lot of people are angry. And this would be why, okay? Eventually, he told us a long time ago what the cure was for the cure-all. But then he changed his mind when we got to the COVID section. Check this out.
But she's had the flu for 14 days. Should she get a flu shot?
Well, no. If she got the flu for 14 days, she's as protected as anybody can be because the vaccination is to get infected yourself.
And
so
she should not get it?
If she really has the flu, she definitely doesn't need a flu vaccine. If she really has the flu.
She should not get it again?
No, she doesn't need it because it's the most potent vaccination is getting infected yourself.
Most potent vaccination is getting infected yourself.
This was the whole discussion about natural immunity during COVID, that if you catch it, then you have natural immunity.
Yeah. Or doing the herd immunity. We all get it. We all get over it.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, he was supporting the Wuhan lab in making sure that it was getting out there.
I don't think this is going to go away for him. Like you said, he's probably going to he could see a little bit of jail time.
Well, he might, especially, look, this week is when they're going to vote on contempt charges, possibly even obstruction charges in the House, or in the Senate, rather. So we'll see. It's going to be referred to the Department of Justice, and he should see jail time. Yeah. Absolutely. But also, I think the people around him should as well. I mean, it wasn't only him. It was people around him who enabled him.
Now that this ball is rolling, let's say we, and God forbid, but we did lose the White House or something like that, and we lose power in the House and the Senate. Can they stop this against Fauci?
Can they stop what?
Can they stop anything that's going to happen to him?
Sure.
So they could
Well,
turn.
they can try. I mean, look, the new president, whoever it is, they can try and stop it. But can they, if they take over the House, they can vote all they want in the House. If we have the Senate, which I believe we're going to, just from the math, and I'll try and get on Jim McLaughlin again to talk about some of those numbers. But look at Michigan, didn't go as planned for them. Look at Maine, hasn't gone as planned for them. Even Georgia is kind of shaky for the Dems right now. So I don't know where they make it up. Iowa, Ohio.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they are going to take over the Senate. Could it be tighter in the Senate? Sure, absolutely, in terms of majority numbers. But it's still, what I'm telling you is there is a real issue in terms of us not doing things because we're afraid of what the left is going to do. Don't care. Don't care. We should still do things regardless of what the left is or isn't going to do. Right?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, he believes it.
Like that one Italian friend who always has your back. Want me to kill him? God.
They don't have to be Italian. We seem to have a lot of friends like that, Drax.
Exactly. Wow. Wow.
And they aren't necessarily Italian.
All right. Continue to share it out far and wide. You people know the routine. All right. Up next, this is one for, I think, Winston here.
What do you think?
For Winston, you need to pay attention to this.
Okay, let's see. What?
We're going to have you do a little demonstration of this on the show
There you go.
here before fall. So let's check it out with Winston as you guys continue to share it out far and wide.
That's so nice. Okay, sit, off.
Now, this
off.
is crazy.
Impress them. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, okay? Stop, off. Look at me. Look at me. Keep doing it. Okay, good clap.
Wait, what do we do?
Wow, that's amazing.
He's heard that story
that
before,
dog
too.
is a superstar, Trappy, man. He's, does he have his own Instagram?
No, I would start that, but Trappy, he always takes, that's why he's out here. He always just takes the shine away from me.
Hi. Can you give him hugs?
Yeah.
Can you give him a hug?
You want me to give a hug?
Give him a big hug.
Nope.
Big hug. Up. Big hug. Up. Oh. Big hug.
What in the world are you?
Stay in, eat pizza, go out with the gullies. Stay in. I love staying in with my husband.
Do you guys need to talk about something?
I think he's showing me a red flag right now. What is your favorite color?
Green. Oh my goodness.
Fo, sit. What's up, bud?
Come here.
Come here, Toulouse. There he is.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Toulouse. He just gets it, yeah.
I think it's because I speak to him all the time, and he kind of just gets it.
He just, but I mean,
Dog was traumatized. Wow. Did you see that video, that first one where you put something on their head and let them eat it? That's what
The cheeseburger, yeah. Are you going to do that? No.
I tried to do that with my pit bull for years. He wasn't having none of it. He always looked at me like, what are you doing?
No. What do you think? Can you do that?
By fall, we're going to sit a cookie on your head. Balance.
Here, just play with your basketball.
Balance it, baby. Balance it.
You're just a little guy.
Honey, I've been meaning to ask you about the time you got that ride in the fire truck.
Oh. Uh-oh, caught. Caught.
Oh, my goodness. All right, as we continue to name Winston tonight, make sure you guys are typing it in there. I think it's going to be Winston, but you might be able to change Kay's mind with like a gizmo.
You aren't like putting your thumb on the scale there or anything.
Always, man. I need a Winston for the mascot. Winston. It's got to be it. Winston Churchill. He's even wearing a nice little tuxedo.
Little bow tie.
Love it. Up next, man, more people doing the Fix the Georgian dance, posted by Soviet Rodin. Okay, what is this? Do you have any history on this Georgian dance, or is this what wishes?
Okay. Yes, I do. Only because my daughter, one of her best friends, was from the country of Georgia. It's not the state Georgia in the United States. It's the country in Eastern Europe, and they do not like Russians.
And they love the fix. They love it.
And they
Midnight circus, heartbeat in the mix. Turn it on live. DJ Daly Fix. On the rhythm. Can't resist the play. Just one more hit up. Daly Fix. Midnight circus.
Coast to coast, folks. No matter what they do, from the hillbillies, they're dancing.
Yeah, it's
Very intense. Beautiful. Nice sword.
I don't think they start out with swords, but they probably
They
after
must
they
have to
train
work
for a
their way
while.
up to that. They have to work their way to it, okay?
Yes, they do. But I've also heard they have some of the best wine and wineries in the world in Georgia. That's what I heard.
I definitely would want some wine while you listen to or watch the sword lady dance to the fit.
No swords. No swords for you.
All right, before we get into the next big one, let's have a little fun. Tina, share it out. You know the routine. Short clip.
Little driving.
Little driving. Little over the speed limit. All right, moving on through. Next up, this is the Whataburger. In-N-Out. What happened
Yeah,
there?
the In-N-Out story. What happened was there's some guy, it looks like a young man, who took an AK, I believe it was an AK, and started shooting people at this brand new In-N-Out in Idaho. And he was stopped by someone else. The bad gun was stopped by a good gun, a guy who happened to have weaponry on him and started shooting.
And like you said, it was probably a young man. Usually it is a young man. You never see like a 90-year-old doing this stuff.
No. That would not happen. There was a theory a while back in criminal justice, in the criminal justice circles, that if you put men in prison at least until age 45, then they had less of a chance to reoffend on violent offenses.
Because they keep them till they're half old.
Yeah, basically, their desire to commit these violent offenses, would be gone.
And they would know that they'd have to go back into Shawshank if they keep offending. So, yeah, the longer they stay, the better they get. All right, here we go. Let's check out what happened at the Whataburger.
Now that there's more information available, I wanted to provide an update on the shooting that took place at In-N-Out Burger in Twin Falls, Idaho on the 1st of August, 2026. Police responded to an active shooter at 2:29 p.m. local time after witnesses started hearing shots. An employee inside of the In-N-Out Burger announced the shooting was taking place and told people to get down, and then it ended up spilling out into the drive-thru, the parking lot, and the surrounding area, with the gunman firing on and off property, including at a vehicle that was in the parking lot that was described as a Tesla. Now, all the witnesses described that it was a very chaotic scene with hundreds of people trying to flee as this was unfolding. And apparently an In-N-Out employee was seen dragging a wounded female coworker who had been shot in the chest across the parking lot, getting her into a vehicle to get her to a hospital. There was also a video of a civilian who was a bystander near the event that was armed with a pistol that returned fire at the gunman in an effort to stop him. And social media posts and social media users are speculating it's a guy by the name of Jordan Salinas. Now, that's not confirmed by any law enforcement or any official authorities yet. That's still kind of like just speculation, so take that with a grain of salt. But the dude did post a video on his YouTube channel that was him training at sundown doing desert drills with the suppressed FN57 USG, and it looked very similar to the way that he looked in the video that was recorded of him. Now, again, we don't know for sure that's the same guy, but a lot of people speculate it is. Now, the Twin Falls chief of police came out during a press conference after the situation had been determined to be over, and he said that the gunman was deceased due to self-inflicted wounds after the attack, and officials stated that the threat to the community was over and that there was only one shooter outside of the bystander that was trying to engage that one shooter. Now, city spokesperson Josh Palmer ended up reporting that 3 people have been killed and that 7 people were injured, some critically, and they were taken to St. Luke's Magic Valley Medical Center. In-N-Out Burger and the CEO of In-N-Out put out a statement statement on social media about this incident, and I wanted to read that to you guys because I thought that was pretty important. So they said, quote, "To my dear In-N-Out family, customers and friends and families to both. My heart is broken, my chest is heavy, my eyes burn from the tears I've shed. We lost one of our beautiful associates tonight. She was taking care of our most important asset, our customers, and her life was taken by a disgusting human who doesn't value the life of others or his own. He shot both on our property and off and ended his life shortly after he took the precious lives of our associate and customers, innocent people who never saw it coming. In-N-Out will be mourning with the families and praying for them as they tread through a very painful season. I am no stranger to loss, but this is so incredibly tough, and my heart goes out to all the associates and the customers who were there during this traumatic event. I love you all, and I ask you to turn to God, not in anger, but seeking comfort and strength for those who are hurting. We will stand together and we will..."
All right. Let's keep credit to those guys out there. In-N-Out. I've had Whataburger, some down in Texas, In-N-Out burger. I've never been there.
In-N-Out is really good. Now, Whataburger does have the Dr. Pepper shakes in Texas, but In-N-Out, I think they take it. Now, I believe that there were 3 people shot, 2 people killed. One of them was at that Tesla recharge station there, just point blank.
Did you say retard station? Or?
Recharge. Recharge. Right. Winston's very, very upset about this.
Did Winston pass out? Are we boring him that much?
No, he just tired. Him little. That's his bedtime. Him little.
When you tried to put the cereal bag back in the box.
Oh God, that is awful. That.
I keep trying to tell him this is a news show, guys. When you send this stuff into my DMs,
Sausage in a casing. Yeah,
it's like, come on, for real.
That's not good. That's not good. Oh yeah.
All right, up next, the WNBA getting some attention. The women's basketball organization. Now, I didn't even know who they were really until the woman started pointing her finger, and then we talk about them more and more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Player Caitlin Clark was kept away from reporters last night after posting a triple-double as she continues to face race-based attacks. And then Clark's head coach, Stephanie White, well, she didn't want biological men kicked out of women's sports, and she made that pretty clear.
I don't know that I would say that I'm educated enough from a scientific standpoint. I don't ever believe that exclusion is an answer. I just don't. I do think, when we think about various levels of sport, various governing bodies of sport and things that go into that. Like I said, I'm not educated enough at the different levels. I know growing up, I played with the boys all the time.
Not educated enough. Well, this comes as Clark's teammate Sophie Cunningham, who might be educated enough, well, she was booed for wanting to protect those female athletes. Some players even bailed on a press conference when asked what they thought about Cunningham and her stance. Take a look.
Speaking of that outside noise, Sophie, your teammate, Sophie came out with a...
Thank you. Have a good day. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
The fans, however, they rallied for Cunningham in Portland ahead of last night's game. And they have another rally planned for tomorrow's game in Minnesota, where Coach Cheryl Reeve has said, quote, separate isn't equal in trans life.
What are they doing? So they're having rallies?
Yeah, I know you're.
Their support.
You're very upset.
Oh,
He's very upset.
Did we wake him up?
Yeah, he's very upset. Right? Right? You are. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yawn. He's very upset because he knows that men playing in women's sports only get women hurt, right? And it's not. You have your own little basketball here, right here. See? And he doesn't like the idea of women getting hurt in sports. And he also doesn't like the idea of men taking scholarships that would otherwise go to women because these boys can't seem to place in their own categories, right? You're very upset about this. I know. He's told me all about it.
Man, look, I think he likes the Winston name, though. I think Phantom Mag is putting together a poll. Thank goodness. All right, man.
What do you think?
Speaking of in this country, I woke up today, and this is what I woke up to. Check this out, Kay.
Oh, say, can you see
Oh, God. Dope Winston for sure.
There, that one's
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Very scary.
All the ramparts
I know,
we
very scary.
watched were so gallantly
No, hide your head.
streaming, and the rocket's red glare.
All right, enough is enough. Wow. Yeah.
That scared Winston. I mean, he's trying to run away. He's like,
And
sounds
they
like a cat
did
screaming.
that, in good faith. That was supposed to be a good faith thing. But that used to be a bad thing if you didn't do good at the national anthem.
Okay, the national anthem is a difficult song, but that woman sounded like 4 cats in a sack. It was not okay.
This one
Worse than that. Worse than Roseanne Barr did
I
it.
think this was worse than the Roseanne Barr. I remember when this happened on television, my parents were pissed about this.
Yeah, it's well with good right. It's worse than that for sure.
Worse than that. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was a meme or a joke at first. They really got out there and did that.
I mean, who chose her to sing? I mean, Screech.
Screech is more like it. Yeah, singing's an understatement. I don't know who, did you guys see that? Did you guys also, you guys watched it, but wow, this morning I woke up, that was the first thing I got in somebody texted to me. First thing I looked at, Kay.
I'm so sorry that your morning started out that way.
Thank you. Thank you. I like to start out with a little fun.
Midnight circuit song. Heartbeat in the mix. Turn it on live. Daly Fix. On the rhythm. Can't resist the play. Just one more. Daly Fix.
That's the algorithm I'm looking for. Wow.
I know.
Wow. What's he doing now?
He's staring at his treats.
Well, give him one.
I have. He's sitting on them. He
Just
doesn't
give him
know
the
it.
whole bag.
Give him the whole bag.
No.
Yeah. You want to clean up after that? I don't.
He ain't trained yet? I suppose you had a little trainer. Are you doing all the training yourself?
Of course.
I figured you'd have hired a trainer. Those dogs
Of course I have.
All right, moving on through a bunch of 37 missing children found in California. Crazy things.
I don't see anybody talking about this. 37 missing children were just rescued and discovered in a Riverside County home. 37 were recovered, but more than 50 were identified, and they're between the ages of 14 and 17 who had been gone anywhere from 1 month to 2 years. The federal agencies that took part in this was the United States Marshal Service, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Homeland Security, and the United States Secret Service. The operation also resulted in 7 arrests, including a federal arrest for child sex trafficking carried out by Homeland Security investigation. Here's the state and local partners that participated in this rescue, and the location of the home that the children were found and rescued in is a home in Hemet, California. Now, I have a lot of questions here, okay? Where are the families? This is 37 children, more than 50 identified. Where are their families? Why isn't anybody talking about this, especially the news? How did these children end up in the hands of these people running this operation? What states were they taken from and relocated to Hemet, California? I just have so many questions about this, and they're...
Why is that not good? Sometimes
Look, a lot of these cases that where children have been rescued, they haven't been focused on at all. There have been hundreds of thousands of kids who have been found, thanks to Homeland Security. So, I'm not surprised. Hemet, California. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. A lot of immigrant folks there. Very agrarian kind of area too.
I mean, it's all that trafficking, so.
Exactly. But I'm so glad that those 37 have been found, and hopefully they can be reunited with their family very soon. They're going to need a lot of support and help after, obviously. But
yeah, God knows what they've been through. All right, continue to share it out, people. You know the routine. Florida highways, they're mean.
Florida interstate, where authorities say hundreds of drivers shut down I-75 during an alleged illegal street takeover. Traffic cameras capturing cars blocking every northbound lane as drivers did burnouts in the middle of the highway. The crowd finally began to scatter as troopers got there, but police say one green BMW took off, leading them on a chase that reached 140 miles an hour. The 25-year-old driver and his 3 passengers were arrested. The driver is now facing felony charges.
140 miles an hour, man. Like the cat meme king driving those Florida roads. No fear.
That was stupid.
So when they said it was an illegal takeover, I thought when I first watched it, they were talking about illegal immigrants took over the road, but it's just an illegal takeover. They
Just teenagers, young folks who.
teenagers. How many of you guys, when you're teenagers, went and took over the highway?
No. No.
We did stuff that you shouldn't do, but we didn't want to get caught for it. Going on the highway, you're damn sure going to get some kind of attention, which they did at 140 miles an hour.
Well, yeah.
141.
Exactly. Look, what they don't understand is they could be blocking, when they're taking over a road, they could be blocking emergency vehicles from getting through. You could be, hurting a person's chance to live if you're blocking an ambulance. It's not okay, not cool. Throw the book at the kid.
Yeah.
And the organizers of any of this, make him talk.
Yeah, but they're taking it all down there. Alpha, what do you think? They needed a space car to catch up? Yeah, they would at that speed. What, they hit the nitrous?
Actually, you know what? There are a lot of law enforcement agencies that, as part of, taking down drug dealers, they get their fancy schmancy sports cars. And so they turn them into police vehicles.
What's that movie? What is it? Need for Speed? Where everybody has the NOS, they hit the button and the car goes faster.
Okay, you're mixing movies now.
What? Need for Speed? Didn't they hit a button in that movie and their car went faster?
Okay, you're thinking of probably Fast and Furious.
Okay, that wasn't a Need for. Oh, wait, that's a video game, isn't it? Need for Speed.
Need for Speed is from Top Gun.
Oh my God. I'm mixing my movies. When you find a pair of clean underwear in the drawer.
That makes a good day for you, huh? That's all it takes.
Unbelievable. All right. Unbelievable. All right, Kate. So the next up we got, what if things were a little bigger?
No.
Okay, I can't find your size, but I feel like this will fit your feet. Here.
Abi sıcak dikkat et gözünü seveyim.
What? Do they all live in Texas? I mean, what's the deal? Everything's bigger in Texas, so. Right?
What the stuff's shooting at me in the algorithm, you never know these days.
I mean, no, I don't want, no, we don't want that. We want things little, right?
Some people are still being rude to Mitch McConnell with his handler. Look at that, Kay. They put an on and off switch, a reboot button, a smile, a wave.
Oh my goodness.
Some people are saying the August 4th. What's going on with him now with Mitch? What's up?
Well, supposedly August 3rd, August 4th is when we might find out actually what happened to the man, because that's when they won't be able to replace him in any way, shape, or form. They'd have to just go into the November election.
So Okay, and so he's still with us though in a hospital
I
somewhere.
don't know. I don't know that for a fact.
Even with your circles, you don't know. You haven't got a call saying your buddy's okay over there. Anything?
I haven't. They're holding it tighter than the secrets of Fort Knox. I'm telling you.
You're kidding. Wow. All right. Well, more of those memes are always rolling out. Good old Mitch, Moscow Mitch.
That's just bad.
Unbelievable. All right. Up next, we got Robert F. Kennedy.
Oh yes, this is a good one, you guys. When you look at some of these clips during the day, and when I look at all these to suggest, this was interesting, not just for the clip itself. I know it's a long one, but also because what happened after. Both sides, the people at CNN, Data Bash, and all those folks, they believe that they had just schooled Kennedy. But all the Maha moms, all the people in MAGA came over and said, oh no, Kennedy schooled Dana Bash. And they could not see each other's point at all. They could not. And yet, Dana looked shocked to hear some of the things that Kennedy was saying. Absolutely shocked.
Okay, do you want to talk about assertions that you can't support? I'll get there in a second. Let me just say, for the record, that I am not saying that the entire way that the COVID reaction was accurate. It was a scary time, and people made mistakes. Absolutely.
You were scaring people.
Why are you saying that?
Because that was the job of CNN.
Okay.
Was to put the
stop.
chyrons up about how many people are
We
dying.
were trying to we were listening to the leaders in this country, including the president, who had a daily press conference explaining what was going on and trying to listen.
Were you listening?
I want to talk to measles.
Actually, were you reading the
measles
science yourself?
The measles cases in the U.S. just reached a 35-year high. The second.
Measles in the mumps.
Yep.
Explain that one, Kay. He seemed to get pretty pushing back that they believe the scientist, and she's saying it was on the president's desk.
Okay. Trump had, his share of the blame for sure. But he was listening to people like Dr. Fauci who were abjectly lying to him. Absolutely lying. Plus, the real part of this story is not who did what, to whom, when, and how this got out. The real part of the story is the lockdown, the shutdown of businesses, churches, all kinds of places, except where the left wanted to go, like the French Laundry, right, Gavin Newsom? Anyways, there were restaurants that were open for people like Gavin Newsom, right? Yeah, it was fun.
You go roll back there. What's the French Laundry? Because we have a little
Laundry is a very shishi restaurant in Beverly Hills.
We got one here in my town called the French Laundry, and it's very overpriced. I mean, you get
yes.
The Reubens are like $60.
Well, it's French.
Damn good food, though. Yeah, it's damn good, but wow.
No, it's. I mean, they opened it, in Beverly Hills, and it's the place where Gavin Newsom could go with his buddies during the lockdowns. This is where the problems really lie. Okay, in not allowing anyone for any reason to carry on their lives, to not get the jab, to get fired if you didn't, and to scare people into getting it, and then locking folks down and causing real jeopardy if you didn't pay attention to the lockdowns. That's not okay, y'all. That's not okay in any circumstance whatsoever.
Yeah.
We are the freest nation on the planet. We should remain so, right? Right, buddy?
Always. But being the freest planet, look at this. We did take a step back in taste. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Did the world stop caring about beauty? Look at the cup of the old days versus the coffee cup of today.
Okay. Look at the Oval Office in the old days versus now.
Yeah.
We have a president who seems to like ornate things.
Do you still drink out of teacups that are like the gold ones?
Why not?
There you go. See that, people? Remember that, man, when you go get the standard coffee cup out. Put a little jazz in it. It's like bedazzling your morning.
Yeah. We like bedazzling. Don't we? We like sparkly things. Yep. We don't. Come here.
All right, moving on through New Jersey. Voter rolls down there. A lot of stuff.
Yes, they're finding all. Okay, this is a project of Harmeet Dillon. Harmeet Dillon wants to find all the non-voters who are on the rolls, and so she's going state by state by state to try and clean them out. And New Jersey just came up with a bunch of them, didn't they?
Hell yeah. Continue to share it out. And also the poll, the name Winston's out there on X. Check out the useful tool Phantom Mega and be out there, and you'll find it on my timeline.
Adding a renewed sense of urgency to that legislation after thousands of non-citizens were found to be on the state's voter rolls, and a Biden-appointed federal judge blocked the DOJ from gaining access to the rolls. I don't know why. Joining us for tonight's big close-up is Democrat New Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer, the perfect person for me to ask about this, Congressman. We always appreciate when a Democrat is willing to come on and mix it up with us. So I got to ask you, not only because you're a Democrat, but also because you represent New Jersey. I got to ask you about these non-citizens being on
God's country.
Yeah, well, we think Tennessee and Georgia are, but hey, listen, New Jersey's great too. But I do want to ask you about perhaps some of the flaws in the motor voter program, which seems to be at the heart of kind of what happened here and is likely perhaps still happening. And I know the Democrat position is maybe against Voter ID, Save America Act, but given what's happened in your state of New Jersey, do you think that there's a conversation worth having on some of the vulnerabilities there?
Well, I think in New Jersey, as you've probably read, the massive vulnerability that we found so far is
The conversations we had in all these states, really.
Yes. Look, they brought over a whole lot of people, and then they wanted to make sure that they had social security numbers, all of that, so that they could register to vote. And now they're getting caught. Now they don't like it, even though Elizabeth Warren just said, when she was caught in the hallway in the Senate, goodness, why we already have a law in the books. Yeah, that you're not following. So double down time, suspenders and belt. And that gives a little bit more teeth than just, the constitutional amendment as well.
But it says to the American people that Democrats are so against it, the SAVE Act.
Yes. No, look, they may think that they're against it, but they're trying to. The next thing they're going to try and do is spread the word that that there's something about the Save America Act that is absolutely wrong. We'll see about that. We'll see.
Shit, did I forget to say clear?
Oh, God.
This must have been sent in by Missy. Whoops.
Where do you get this stuff?
Again, political people. It's a political news show. Give me a break. All right. So what a sign in my DMs, man. They share it out. I got to show their stuff. There we go. Rock on. Not through. Winston's up and awake, waiting to be named Winston, judging by the poll out there. Make sure you guys jump out there and take it. Let's break up a little fun before we head to the island of Cuba.
Can't resist the play. Just one more hit up. The Daly Fix.
Put a Wolverine there so break up the tension. Was he dancing? Okay.
Yeah, he was dancing with it.
Was that dog dancing to it?
Oh yes, he was. He's a big dancer, Drax.
Will he get bigger, Kay, or is he always going to be little Winston? Will he get
He's
bigger?
always gonna be little.
Always going to be little.
I know. I'm right here.
He's
always gonna be little.
I think your cats have brought in lizards bigger than him.
Yes. Oh no. He's about 2.6 pounds right now. He may get to 4, maybe.
2.6 pounds.
Yeah. Him's little.
Wolverine is the same height as Winston. Wolverine, got a good name.
You ain't wrong.
Give him a little encouragement, man. Wolverine.
Hey, he's big in spirit.
I mean, if that little dog moseyed on out of your perimeter and went off in that island, that'd be dangerous for him, right?
Yeah, we even have hawks here. Hawks would pick him up in a hurry.
Poor little shit.
We actually already have someone moved to Beaufort. We already have someone guarding the gate. His name is Kane, and he's a Dutch Shepherd.
I'll keep Kane on alert, man. Does Kane like him yet? Your other dog?
Haven't met him.
That's always a fun meet and greet. All right, continue to share it out far and wide. Good to see the Joker in the house, Beast in the house. I know you guys are still rolling in. You know the routine. Let's go on to talk about the island of Cuba.
They were the same people you saw on the streets burning things in 2020. They then flip it around and
pro-Hamas protesters, and they flip it around, and within 48 hours of Maduro's arrest have pre-printed signs outside the courthouse demanding his release. And then they're out there doing the ICE stuff, attacking ICE agents. There's nothing organic about it. It is funded, it is organized, and Cuba is a part of that network, and in some cases, a critical part of that network. And it's a network they will weaponize against us. And they talk about it openly, about how they will use that network to pressure American policymakers, not just here in the United States like Code Pink, but all over the world.
Would you take a look at this? These are all the organizations that Marco Rubio is referencing that is organizing and funding the street protests and mass protests for all the different protests that we have taking place in America. And he says this even takes place all over the world. This includes 2020 protests, the pro-Hamas, pro-Palestine, the pro-Maduro for Venezuela, the anti-ICE protests. These groups are the ones that are organizing and funding all those protests. It is coordinated, funded activism that goes across all these different protests. Here are some of the specific groups: Code Pink, People's Forum, and then we have a ton more groups here, but just to make it easier for you, I have it put in a bullet point list. So these are just some of the organizations that have been caught funding and organizing the street mass protests that we see in America, and there is a lot of them. And if you recognize some of these names like Code Pink, the People's Forum, of course we have the Democrat Socialists of America, Party for Socialism and Liberation. Some of these names should be very familiar because if you look on Facebook, every time we have mass protests, they are posting with their signs, and now it makes total sense because they are the ones who are organizing.
It's totally good to do that. Cuba people over here, this isn't the Antifa, this is a whole other sector. Am I right? Or is this Antifa with?
Antifa is with them. I was going to say that they should be on that list. That's not a 100% complete list. Code Pink has been around for a long time. The World Workers' Party, National Lawyers Foundation. You know, all these guys have been fighting for decades. I've met up with them on the streets. So, you know, some of them are old, some are new.
You've met up with the Cubans on the streets. Man,
no, I've met up with the leftists organization.
The lefties. Oh, yeah, say that, man. I'd love to see footage of you with the Cubans on the streets.
Oh, yeah. No, the Cubans are awesome. Cubans are awesome.
Will ever acquire Cuba?
I think that there's going to be an effort to free Cuba. It's near and dear to Marco Rubio's heart for sure.
You know, but is there ever any talk of them joining America, Cuba?
No. Listen, no. Look, all these ideas about these different territories and locations joining, all it's going to do is strengthen the Democrat caucus. Okay, we're not organized for that. And I don't want DC to become a state. I don't want this territory to become a state. I don't want Cuba, Puerto Rico, none of them. Okay, because until we know that they're not just straight up, like here on St. Thomas, they vote 95% Democrat. All the time. Always have.
Yeah, Michigan.
Always will.
The feeling.
Yeah, in fact, Saturday, they just had an election here, a primary, and y'all are going to be thrilled to know this. Stacey Plaskett, who is the delegate to Congress, a non-voting delegate from the territory, she is now the nominee for governor. So she has a clear path to be governor of the state. She was one of the impeachment managers of Trump. And what else? Oh, that's right. She was Epstein's lawyer.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're always connected to you.
Oh yeah. No, she's a real winner. So yeah, nothing's going to change down here in St. Thomas. I had hopes for another Democrat who was running because she said, you know, if you want to be governor, it kind of help if you weren't on, you know, the outs with the current administration. She had a point. A very good point. Trump don't like her none.
Trump's not having it. Okay, you guys, the skunks are still out there in front of my house. You guys know that. And they still haven't moved away. But somebody sent this in my DMs. Okay, who farted with pictures of skunks? Well, thank you for sharing this.
Oh my God. It really has become Animal Kingdom here on the Daly Fix.
Yeah.
It really has.
Covering news and just do like a Discovery Channel for you guys.
It really has. No, this I'm telling you.
Unbelievable.
Here is Mr. Winston. If you want him to be named Winston, let the poll know. We're going to still take a vote in the family because they have their own ideas, believe it or not, on what he should be named. But if you guys have any suggestions,
I thought you
drop
meant
them in our DMs.
the X family. Give me a tattoo of that. Oh.
Oh God. No. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Where do you find this? I really.
The people send it to my DMs. They say, "We'll repost it if you share our stuff," and I say, "All right, I'll show her."
Oh my goodness. Now look, but no, if you want to share it, I'll post the show afterwards as I do in my feed. If you want to put names in there for this little guy, let me know. He does look like an Ewok.
Winston.
Could be Tebow. Could be Wicker. Who knows?
Little Winston. Look at
Could be Winston. Could be Walter. Could be Rocky. Could be Bear.
Some AI artist said this was Grand Theft Auto Special Edition.
Oh yes. Well, no, it's the In and Out edition, I think.
Yeah.
Now, also, once we do get a name for this little guy, he will have his own Twitter because he has a lot to say. Okay, a lot to say about issues. He's very cerebral. He was talking to me just earlier about de Tocqueville and the Federalist Papers, and I know he's a chick magnet. And okay,
look, how about that? If you want Star Wars, I don't think Kay would want to name him a Star Wars name, but Wicket.
No, but secretly, and don't listen to this, he wants to be Drax, y'all. He wants to be Drax.
Yeah, don't
right? No, you're not gonna say that.
I mean, Joker has a dog named Dax. When he yells at it, it always confuses me. So
I don't know. What do you think?
I found one more little fun before I get on out of here tonight that I wanted to show you, Kay. I saved it, didn't even let you see it in pregame. Here we go. Check this out.
Midnight circus home. Heartbeat in the mix. Turn it on live. DJ Daly Fix. On dribble rhythm. Can't resist the play. Just one more hit up. Daly Fix.
Nothing like the Smurfs, huh?
Yeah, I haven't seen the Smurfs since the 90s, and there was a reason why I didn't watch them.
If you dumped that little guy in a blue can of paint, he'd be a Smurf.
No, him not a Smurf.
He's even got his little blue suit on with his little bow tie.
Well, he's got a lot of clothes. It's kind of scary.
He's got a lot of clothes.
He does. He even has a little Drax outfit.
I gotta see that one. Bring him on next time in the little Drax outfit. He had to make his debut in his suit, though.
Well, yeah, he had to have his little, his little bow tie. It's sort of. I don't want to say it's an homage to Tucker Carlson back in his bow tie days.
I remember that. I forgot about that. Oh my goodness. Rock and roll. All right, you guys, we got to pay a few bills before we wrap up on out of here tonight. Thursday, 5 p.m. There's only one place to be, hanging out with the Joker and checking out that new 3D Response live stream with Jason.
Let's arm our teachers and civilians for school safety. John and Jason will explain why this is not a good idea.
That's right. Thursday at 5 p.m. Roll call. Make sure you're checking it out with the Joker. It's a great time to learn about 3D Response. They discuss different cases that went down, how they could have been avoided. Awesome. And then guess what? Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 10 p.m. EST, Joker's Wild Smile and Dollar. Me and Jersey Boy and the Joker will have Bodie's going to come on from Seattle to talk.
Oh, that's great.
On her first time on live. So let's make sure we welcome her tomorrow night. And we're going to be doing zombies, Kay. Zombies.
We're scared of zombies, aren't we?
I can't wait to check it out, man. The phone lines will be open 1 hour after we start. Give you guys time to put in that number.
You sit bound by the laws of logic. Just beyond the horizon lies a frequency unseen, where the bizarre finds a voice. Footprints that vanish. Metallic craft gliding through skies. Whispers from shadow figures. Ghost steps in an empty corridor. Don't keep your secrets in the dark.
386-227-7284. Joker's Wild Smile and Dial. Phone lines open about 11 p.m. tomorrow night, man. So keep them ready. Especially if you guys got, everybody loves zombies, Kay. Except Kay said she's a little worried about the zombie stuff, but that's because you live on that island.
Well, yeah, there could be zombies around here, right?
You live on that island. All right, man. So make sure you guys are tuning in at 10 p.m. EST. Bodie will be our guest. We'll be live, and we'll be taking your phone calls. Make sure you guys tune in. The Friday nights at 9 p.m. EST, Joe Lanu and the Night Court crew and their hit show, The Grand Jury. Joe LaNue and the Night Court crew, the grand jury, 9 p.m. on Friday nights. Join them for that after space where you'll find the 3D Response boys all hanging out in there, talking about everything that happened on the show. If you want to be a part of that show, make sure you contact me, Kay, or Joe LaNue. We'll get it all arranged for you to get you set up on the grand jury. It's a great experience. 3dresponse.com, the only solution, the multi-layered solution for kid safety.
This isn't about gun control or politics. Enough is enough. The innocent need real tools.
There has been 260 years of American school massacres.
Minnesota-based 3D Response Systems.
We understand that the prevention is the most important piece.
America's first school massacre occurred in the year 1764. School massacres have surged, with 346 reported last year.
You saw a gunman in a black trench coat with a very huge gun. He was shooting down at these students.
And just really brainwash people into thinking about guns in a vastly different way.
3D Response Systems is a multi-layered design to get the police there faster and provide tools for the people inside to survive.
Our system comes into play to keep as many people safe as we possibly can.
3dresponse.com. Check it out. Download that research for the community boards and all that. Take it to the school boards. Keep those kids safe and also supported by their merch. They got some badass stuff. You can always support them at 3dresponse.com. The poll is over, Kay, and it is in, and Winston wins.
We'll see. It's not over yet. Now, listen, on Thursday, I'm going to still have my special on feminism, how it's wrecked America, wrecked men, wrecked women, wrecked families.
Wreck the time.
And, you know, we've got some interesting guests coming on then, too.
Yeah, we do. Can't wait. This Thursday night at 9 p.m., the special edition of the Daly Fix, breaking the chains of feminism. It broke the timeline last week. We'll see if we can do it again. All right,
Well,
Rocky.
there's a reason why we had on who we had on, because they were created by toxic feminism.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're blaming the women for creating those nightmares. That's what
Those gentlemen were created by toxic feminism.
That's right. That's right. It's all
Right.
So what do you think, hey? Winston won the poll out there. It's
We'll
leaning
see.
that way. It's leaning that way.
Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna be told. Wait. You're not gonna be told what your name is, are you? No, Uncle Drax. We're gonna let the people say who they want.
I'll tell you what, the people have decided the poll is going to be done. I think you can still vote on it out there on my timeline. And over there, check out the useful tool, Phantom Maga, who always helps us out with the badass graphics around here.
He's the best.
He is the best. He is the best. All right, you guys, me and Kay will be back Wednesday night at 8 p.m. EST. You know the routine. So make sure you guys are checking us out. There's plenty of X spaces for your listening pleasure out there, from the boardwalk to the boulevard. So if you can't be good, get your ass out to X Spaces. Come off mute, see if the old lady gives you the boot. Direct message her immediately and say, look, lady, we don't care. We're just trying to be bad.
Midnight circus, heartbeat in the mix. Turn it on live. Today